Hey guys, this is V Bozeman, and you're listening to Duane.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with your one and only rock star, the mighty Duane, right here on My Fierce Wings Radio. We have our girl, V Bozeman, on with us. What's going on, V?
Hey, what's going on, Duane?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed. No complaints. No complaints at all.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad we were able to, catch up with you at Essence, and now you're here on the line with us. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me catch everybody up to speed who may not know who you are. For those who may not know who V is by name, you guys know V from Empire. She is the beautiful, fabulous, beautiful woman with the nice shaved hair and kills it vocally. And V, you're really amazing, and I know I spoke a lot about that at Essence. And can you tell everybody the story behind, being comfortable with your new look? Because this was not originally like the look that you had when you had originally started doing music, right?
No, it wasn't. It was, I was in a girl group for a while, a girl group for a long time in my in the early part of my career. And, I did the weave, the braids, the weaves, just the everything that you could do to your hair. And I just, when that era was over, I just wanted to kind of start over and grow a healthy head of mane. And I just shaved my hair off, not really knowing that I was going to keep it. But when I shaved it off, I just really liked it. And I was just like, okay, I like this girl. I'm going to rock her for a minute. And I just never grew it back. And I just kind of found sense of self, once I did it. Because, it was no bells, no whistles. It was just me. And once I fully embraced myself, I feel like everybody else did, and my whole life kind of changed after that.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you exemplified the look instead of it exemplified you, because a lot of people, men, women, whomever, when they change certain things about their features or, change their ways of living, there's always them letting that take control, that particular thing that they did take control of them versus you saying, this is how I'm going to rock this and this is how I'm going to make it look instead of it make it look me.
Exactly. I mean, we're all individuals and we all have a uniqueness about ourselves. And I don't ever like for anybody to put me in a box. I don't let people control what I am or what I look like or what I should look like. It's all about the confidence that you have within and letting it shine through and being self-assured about yourself, and being comfortable in your skin, and it'll show, and once it shows, everybody, it's obvious, people will see it, and they'll embrace it, because there's so many people, you'll be surprised, that aren't comfortable in their skin, so
right.
You can be an example for those people, to give them inspiration and help them achieve those things, to be comfortable and in their skin.
For sure. And even with your look, as far as fashion is concerned, since you have this bold, classy, like very elegant, chic look when it comes to like your fashion, and I know you've even designed some of the pieces that you've worn, and how would you say, more so I should be saying, fashion has helped embrace the woman that you are?
It's definitely helped mold, who I am, because I've always liked all facets of fashion. I don't have a particular aesthetic when it comes to fashion. Like, because I have a shaved head, it doesn't mean that I'm about to look like I'm about to climb a tree or look like I'm about to just, look dusty. You know what I'm saying? I like to look, glammed up. I like to look, have my tomboy voice, sexy look. I like to look rock and roll. I like to look a lot of different things. So I'm very particular when it comes to my fashion, because people will always try to put you in a box and make you try to look like a certain thing because, you a certain color or you rock a certain hairstyle, and that's not me. I'll dead that in 2.5 seconds if anybody tries to do that to me. Or my music, you know what I mean?
Right. And I'm the exact same way, because as you saw at Essence, I got blonde hair, and then my look was very J. Cruz. It's like, I had a lot of bad, not compliments. I mean, I've had wonderful compliments, but before getting to that point, I've had people been like, oh, I don't know what the blonde, I don't know what that look for you, David, or if I decide one day I'm going to do ripped jeans or something like that or whatever, instead of allowing that negativity take hold of me, I said, you know what? I've never been able to define how I really felt at any age of my life, or never have I had the opportunity to exemplify something that looks so dope. Well, I felt like, hell, this looks good. It's a fly look.
Exactly. If you think it's fly and you want to rock it, and you're comfortable with that, it does not matter what anybody else thinks, because most people don't have the courage to even do it themselves. So why would we give anybody power to dictate, how we are, how we live? I will not do that. I will not.
Absolutely. And let me ask you, what made you want to, really go out and say, you know what, I'm going to move to, because you're from LA, from East LA, and you decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Atlanta. I'm really going to pursue my music and really pursue entertainment. What gave you that, that oomph to just say, you know what, let me do what's going to be the best for me, career-wise?
Well, being from the east side of LA, when you try to come into Hollywood, it seems like another world anyway. But let alone going to Atlanta. But, as young as I can remember, I've always known that I was special and that I wanted to sing, and I knew my purpose at a very, very early age. So I was always fearless when it came to taking a chance on myself, because I knew God gave me a special gift. So I'm very grounded in the Word and having a relationship with the Lord. So I've always been fearless about my career and things that I know that I have to do to get to the next level.
Absolutely. And that's the best way to be, because if you're not fearless about, anything that you decide to do in life, you're going to be blocking yourself from what blessings that God may have for you, I always say to people. And some people understand it and some don't.
Exactly. Yep.
Absolutely. So now, V, how did you get, the opportunity to be a part of Empire? Because that is a huge platform. I love you on the show. I love you off the show. I love hearing and seeing you, because it's like you bring in such like a ray of light. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Because you have such a distinct tone that it's just like, this is flawless in all ways.
Thank you. Well, most people know that I am signed to Timberland, Mosey Music Epic Records. And while we were working on my album, he was working on the Empire, soundtrack for that first season. And I had showed him a piece that I had did with CeeLo Green called Race Jones, RACE. And, Timberland never saw that layer of me, like the acting, the singing, the boldness of this piece. And once he saw that, he was like, man, I think you'll be perfect for this new series that Lee Daniels is bringing to Fox. And I was like, okay, whatever, cool. And I didn't know he was really going to call Lee Daniels and send him the body of work that I did. And before you know it, Lee called my management and was like, I want, be on this show. I'm writing her in, and, the rest is history. So it all happened organically, and Timberland definitely bridged that and blessed me with that opportunity to be on the platform.
Right. And that really is a huge deal for me. I mean, forget about the show, but to be working with somebody like Timberland and Lee Daniels. I mean, they are phenomenal in their own, caliber.
Yeah.
Like, how does it feel to be able to work with Lee on the film side, and then film and television, and then Timberland with the music? Because he has been killing and shaping the game for a while musically.
Yeah, it was a blessing. Sometimes, you just have to pinch yourself and just, think like, is this real? But you know, that's legacy right there. You know, Timberland, Lee Daniels. That's legacy. You're a part of something so big, and it just humbles. It's humbling, and you. I know for me, I just stand in gratitude because, you know, you're able to share in people's gifts and experience people's gifts and experience their greatness, and it's just humbling. They're geniuses at what they do. I mean, like you said, they set the game. So me, I'm just like a sponge when I'm around greatness like that, because it's a God given, and it makes you just very, very humbled, and it makes you just grateful to be in that energy.
Exactly. And the one song that everybody is familiar with, you know, I feel like major introduction to the whole world was What Is Love. And that song really complements your vocal tone, as I mentioned. Again, what was it like recording that song and to be able to record something that really, you know, fits you vocally? Because, you know, as an artist, sometimes you work on records that don't exactly fit your tone or fit the, you know, direction that you want to go in, but it really did fit you.
I mean, you know, sonically, yes, it fit me perfectly. You have to be careful with songs that you record because every song ain't for you. So I was blessed to work with my really good friend, my brother, Jim Beans. He's, you know, under Timberland's production team. And he wrote that song, and Jim and I really, really connected musically, you know, on a music level. He really understood my voice. And I think that's why What Is Love worked out so well, because the emotion, the tone, the key, the range, he understood all those elements when it came to, you know, doing a great song that worked for me. So What Is Love, it was all in the stars. I think the stars lined up. It just was one of those magical moments, you know?
Indeed. And what's it been like to work with, I mean, you just mentioned it, but to really, because Jim Beams, like, he is just incredible. Like, I love his writing, and he gets down. To be able to collaborate with him in such a way, like, what is that like for people who have never worked with him or have ever dreamed of working to collab with him?
Right. It was, I mean, I had the best time in the studio with Jim Beans because we spent so much time together. And really, I just let Beans I let him loose and do what he does. Like, when somebody is great at what they do, you just got to let them do them. And he allowed me to be me. So with those two, you know, energies put together, I mean, that's what you get. When you let people just shine and just be great at what they do, you're gonna get like an amazing product. And I think that's what, you know, transpired between me and Jim. We understood each other. He understood me as an artist, as a woman, where I was in my life. And it just all made perfect sense, and the stars aligned when we were in that studio together, for sure.
Indeed. And being a part of Empire and, you know, working with the cast that you've worked with, what's that like, you know, be able to work with Taraji, Terrence, Jussie Smollett, like, and they're dope as well, too. What's it like working with them?
I mean, they were amazing. As soon as I, you know, stepped on that set, going down from Lee Daniels to, you know, you named them, Taraji, Terrence, Jussie, they all, you know, embraced me and were just a pleasure to work with. You know, I developed friendships with these people, and it's just, you know, it's like a big family, and everybody supports each other. Good energy on the set. I mean, even Terrence Howard blessed me with the song. We developed a very close friendship, and he'll be a dear friend for life. So Empire really, really has, you know, been such a blessing in my life in all types of different facets, you know.
Indeed. So now you just released your new single and music video to the record Go, which I told you I love it. Look good, sound amazing. How did you come up with that record? Because that is just like, woo. Because when I watched it on BET, I was like, I'm like, wait a minute. I had to make sure my glasses were on. I was like, that's V? Like, oh my gosh, killed it. You really did phenomenal with it.
Thank you. Go is really, everything that I do is lifestyle. It's based on a true story. I mean, I've gone through it, relationships, and I don't know, in a particular relationship when I felt like, you know, the particular guy couldn't handle my light, I was like, okay, this is not working. I'm going to have to let you go because you just can't handle my light. And that's the bottom line. That's what it was. So that song was very appropriate for where I am right now, and I know women can relate to it. You know, I know they can. We support, and I'm not even going to say just women. In whatever relationship, you could be in a relationship with a guy or a girl. You support your mate. You're there for them, you know, and you want them to be prosperous and be successful, and you're rooting for them. But then when, you know, it's your turn to shine, they can't handle it. And they, you know, they wilding out on you. So that's what that song is about. And basically, you know, for the video, I just wanted to show people another layer as far as my artistry, because I'm, like I said, you can't put me in a box because I'm going to surprise your ass every time. I can dance. I can do a lot of different things. You know, I have so many layers, and as I continue to grow and reveal other things about myself, you'll see the layers. So I thought that this was the perfect, you know, opportunity to show that visually to Go, and it all worked out. People seem to really like it.
Most definitely. And I can even see that on, like, my timeline, and I even shared it with my friends, and they're like, wow, like, V is really, you know, speaking true to, you know, like experiencing something that people, men, women can relate to, because, you know, we do have that situation they come up where it's like, hey, go. Literally.
Exactly. Just go.
And you were telling me at Essence that this is going to be a part of your EP, right?
Exactly. This is the first single off of my EP, which is called Off 85th and Avalon. It's the street that I grew up on the east side. And this is basically, you know, letting the fans know the foundation and where it all started, my story. You'll really get to know who I am outside of Empire, because I was a singer. I was an aspiring, you know, singer artist before I got on Empire. I've been in this game for a long time, so I just want people to know where it all started and what I'm all about, you know, aside from Empire, because this is a whole singing career here. This is just not Empire. So it's going to be an amazing body of work. I cannot wait till, you know, the people hear this amazing EP. I'm so proud of it and so thankful that I got to this point to share it.
Absolutely, and we are too, because you're phenomenal, and I feel like somebody like you deserves this chance and opportunity to, you know, really showcase to the world. Besides, you know, a platform like Empire, like you said, like, if that's great, but this is good that, you know, outside of that, you're having your moment and your time to shine.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Because Empire didn't make you. You helped exemplify that platform and you know, brought light to it and helped, you know, be a part of that. So it didn't make you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So now let me also ask you, because I know that you've had the opportunity of touring last year with Raheem Devine and Leela James. How was that experience? Because, speaking of, great tones, those are artists that we can throw in that same category, especially with, R&B music.
I mean, it was a great tour. It was my first tour as a solo artist, and Raheem Devine embraced me. From jump, he taught me so much when it comes to connecting with those audiences consistently, and the tour lifestyle. Leela was awesome. I just had a great time just connecting with the people. And because that's what we do it for. We're in the studios recording for hours and hours, and we work so hard in that studio to make sure that the product and to make sure that this music is right for you guys. And we work so hard. And I think that when we get on that stage and exchange energies with the audience and the people, it makes it worthwhile, Because I feel so many artists feel so unappreciated when it comes to, the goodness that we put out. Because we work so hard at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a personal thing, and it comes from our heart. But then when you get on that tour, you really see, like, the supporters and the people that really come out to understand you and your music, and it just makes a difference. So that tour was awesome. Awesome people, awesome energy, and I can't wait to do my next tour.
Right. And when can we expect a tour from you? Because I did get the chance to see you on that tour with Leela and Raheem in Philly, and I was just like, whoa, she
in Philly,
yeah. Yeah, and that was an amazing show.
Yeah, that was a great show. I'm in the middle of choosing some different tours now. I don't think I can say too much about it, I guess. But I will be touring, before the summer is over with some really, really great acts that I'm so excited about. So
nice.
That announcement will be coming very soon. And then I can share the EP and share a lot of stuff. Like, it's going all the way down for my next tour. So you'll definitely be one of the people that get that info when I solidify, all that business.
Wow. I'm so excited and looking forward to it. I'm sure you will let me know, but you definitely have to let me know what day the Philly show is, if there's one, or New York, because I will be there to support, because, I can only imagine I don't even know who else is going on tour, but I'm sure, since you said it's going to be a big tour.
Yeah, it's going to be the bomb. It's going to be the bomb. I'll definitely let you know.
For sure. And let me ask you, because, live performing is, half of the work when it comes to, promoting your brand as an artist. And a lot of people don't understand, what the preparation is like, or they never know what the preparation is like. For you, V, what's that preparation like, getting ready to do a show and to, go out on the road?
I mean, you got to get focused. You got to practice is my number one priority, whenever I'm doing anything, because that's where you gain your fans. They want to see what you can do live, and you got to kill it. You got to connect. And, I just, working now, practicing every day, dancing, just making sure your show is fluid, getting the right musicians, practicing. I can't stress that enough. Because you don't want to disappoint the people that's been supporting you, and you want to, gain more believers. So practice. That's as best as I can put it.
Right, because practice is so key. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like, even if you're putting out an EP and you're in the recording process, so you're going over a role and going over those lines, practicing, rehearsing, making sure that it's all together is the preparation. I mean, it's key within that.
Absolutely. People paying their money and they want to see a good show.
For sure. Now, do you have a date for the EP release yet, or?
Well, I have a month. It's towards the end of this month. That's as best as I can tell you, but I'll know that soon enough. But towards the end of this month, I don't know the exact date.
Got it. Well, guess what? We're looking forward to it. We are so looking forward to it. We'll support, and, we'll share it amongst our friends and, tell them to share it with their friends, because people really have to, be alert to your talent, your beauty, and everything that you bring, because, you're a star that's really on the rise and who's doing amazing things.
Thank you, Duane. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
No problem at all, V. So the video for Go is out. The single is out. EP's coming out later this month. Tour will be soon. You'll be announcing that. What else can we look forward to?
I've done a movie called Howard High that should be out.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great movie. It's an amazing cast, amazing storyline about inner city LA, kids, talented kids that, go through the day-to-day struggles, but that are, just talented and just, want to make it and strive. I'm proud of that. Also, I'm doing a movie with Mario Van Peebles right now that I'm filming. I don't know when that'll be out, but we are filming it. So it'll be just like, a lot of music, a lot of, TV appearances. I'm getting ready to go back, for Empire for this season. So I'm just staying busy and on that TV screen and in these radio waves.
Listen, and that's the way to do it. Because if you don't, then it's like people won't know that. Although be asking, where's so and so? We haven't seen anything since. Well, with V, you do know people because you see her on television, you see it on her social media. They see everything you're doing, so there should be never a question about what's V doing outside of Empire.
Right. Exactly.
And I forgot to ask you, V, as far as, because we met at Essence, how was your Essence experience, would you say? And this was your first experience, right?
No, this wasn't my first experience. My first experience was with Timothy Bloom, but this is my first experience as a solo artist. And it was amazing. From, the 365 Black Awards, when I was a part of the Toni Braxton tribute, that was amazing.
Can I say that you slayed doing that?
Oh, my God. I had to. I had no choice. I was thinking for Toni Braxton. She seemed so happy. And I was just so honored to be in that position amongst Kelly Price, Eric Benet, and, the Braxton sisters, Tamar. It was amazing. And also the Walmart Lounge, and also being able to be on that main stage. The whole Essence experience was out of this world, and I enjoyed every second of that festival. Everybody was happy, good music, good food. The city was lit. It was the bomb.
It definitely was, and I was, just floored myself with, just 360 was, because I had never, seen such a tribute done like that. There was a lot of tributes that was done, but if I had to say my absolute top two favorite was definitely this one and then the Prince tribute. You did get a chance to see that one, right?
You know what? I didn't get a chance to see the Prince tribute, and I don't know what was going on. I'm like, I cannot believe I missed that.
Let me tell you.
It was the bomb.
It was the bomb. They should have had you also do that. I was like, that's just, even though it was great, and, shout outs to Luke James and Marsha Ambrose and Kelly Price, like, who freaking bodied the hell out of that. Yeah. I was like, V would have did so good with that. And, since we're talking about tributes and happen to mention Prince, what was your favorite record, growing up from Prince?
Woo, Lord. I have so many. Purple Rain, Diamonds and Pearls, Sexy Motherfucker. I mean, the list goes on and on. He was a real musician. You know what I mean? And you just, he just embodied what a real musician is. And his legacy is just, it will be forever. It will be forever. It'll leave an imprint on this music game, because his talent just superseded everything. I mean, he touched people all over the world. And he also showed artists what their worth was. He also showed us how to be on top of our business and how to, not be taken advantage of, And he was so proud to be black. And he just gave us so many jewels that we can forever carry, So, I don't know. Prince is so many things. I could go on and on, honey.
Listen, me too. I really could, because for me, that's what, I feel like, to be all honest, Prince is the reason why I even do this show, because, there was something fearless about Prince. Even hearing his music as a child, for me, that made me want to be like, I want to do music. I want to be an artist. I want to, be a personality, because he embodied so much when it came to stepping out the box and not allowing things to exemplify him, and to be courageous and to be fearless and have such a bold spirit, which is so missing a lot of what's, in this industry. But we see artists such as you. We see it within Janelle Monáe. We see it in Luke James. We see it in countless others that have that same bold, courageous spirit to say, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to fit into the norm. I'm going to allow the norm to fit into me.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Yeah.
Well, V, thanks so much for, chatting it up with me. I definitely, was an honor meeting you at Essence, and it's such a great, moment right now to be speaking with you, to talk more in depth about, your artistry, because I feel like a lot of people on my platform, they want to, they said, David, please interview V. Please, 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 please. So this is to them, and, it's, thank you so much.
Oh, man, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure, talking to you, and I appreciate, all of your great compliments and being so present with me, and continue to do your thing and be bold like you are. I love it. Continue to be great.
Absolutely. That's the only way to be. Well, V, before we have you do a drop for us, tell everybody where they can follow you as far as like your social media is concerned.
You can follow me on Snapchat or Instagram under V Bozeman, and my Twitter is thatgirl_V. And follow the movement and keep you abreast with everything that's going on.